friends, welcome back to Gracie May's Tarot. So I'm so excited. I just got this deck in the mail and I've never done a deck review on this channel before, but I just wanted to share this moment with somebody, with people who would get it, because I mean, no one else in my life has an interest in tarot. I mean, they'll like entertain me and be like, yeah, Bethany, that's cute, whatever, but no one else gets it the way that I know you all will get it. So I love this deck. But yeah, look at how cute they put a little sticker and all the little details. So I've already opened it up and taken a look at it, but I haven't rearranged the cards or anything like that. Actually, okay, I'm gonna stand up so that I can see the screen and what you guys are seeing. So if my voice sounds different, that's why. But look at the back, y'all. Now, I'll be honest with you, this deck is really expensive. It was an impulse buy. I saw it and I just had to have it. I've been stressed. I've been stressed lately. I think you guys probably know I've been stressed. I don't know, you probably pick up on that. But yeah, I've been really stressed lately. And I just needed to pick me up. But look at how cute the back of these cards are. So I have a lot of cat decks. And I have to say, I think this one's gonna be my favorite, which seems like a really big statement to make. But yeah, I feel like this one, I really love the Weird Cat Tarot, which I also got from Etsy, but I think I like this one better. Okay, so the special thing about this deck and what really sealed the deal for me is that it came with 2 bonus cards, and it's cozy and solitude. Like, this is my personality. Like, you know, like, this is how I feel when I read tarot. This is how I feel when I read books. My 2 favorite things in the whole world. Like, I'm a homebody. Like, I love to be at home. I'm an introvert at heart, and this card just speaks to my soul. Speaks to my soul. And then cozy, literally like my favorite word. Like, I love it so much. And really, that's like the vibe that I've tried to create with this channel. Yeah, I was like, I have to get this deck. So let's get into it. The cards are really very faithful to the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, which, if you can believe it, I just got that deck this week. Like, I own so many decks, but I didn't have what I think of as the OG tarot deck. Like, I know it's not the first, but I mean, it's kind of the gold standard, right? So many decks are based off of the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, so I really like that this one is pretty faithful, because I have a lot of decks, and I mean, I don't know, it's just, it definitely makes it easier to read, I think, especially if you're a beginner. The fact that it looks so closely like the Rider-Waite deck would still make this a beginner-friendly deck, because I have a couple other cat decks that, I mean, I just wouldn't recommend to beginners. But this is definitely an investment. In terms of the cardstock, they're nice and thin, which I know everyone has different preferences, but I like a thinner cardstock because I have small hands, and for the sake of being able to shuffle, I mean, I really need, I wish the lighting was better. I'm sorry, guys. I trailed off there. I don't even remember what I was, so I'm sorry. I had like a really long work meeting, and I'm on like 2 different teams with my job, and so I have one like weekly team meeting that is, you know, under 2 hours, and then I have another one. It's the exact same stuff, it's just with different people, and they take like almost 3 hours, and it's just exhausting. So I'm a little bit scattered today. Look at how pretty the Lovers is. And just the fact that it's called the Chubby Cat Tarot. I mean, okay, I have a soft spot for chonky cats. Like, I love a chubby cat. And I know that I'm not alone in this because everyone loves Pusheen. And that's a chonky cat. Like, it's just cute. It's just cute. Look at the little hermits. This has to be the cutest hermit card. And I love I hope the colors are showing up. I don't know, maybe if I put it over here, you can see it better. The colors are very vibrant. And the eyes are just so adorable. The Death card is really very detailed too. Like you can see the little sailboat here, the little cross on his little paw, just very cute. Temperance, of course. The Devil. Yeah, so you're not getting any like unique interpretations with this deck. Like I said, it's very straightforward, but it's adorable. And if it's not broke, don't fix it. Like, it's so cute. Yeah, I just love the energy of this deck. And sometimes, honestly, when I order decks online, it's kind of hit or miss, because there will be decks where I love the artwork. You know, I think it's adorable. I think it's going to be the best thing ever. And for some reason, sometimes when I get a new deck, I just don't connect with it. You know, like there's no, okay, so that concludes obviously the major arcana. So these are the Pentacles cards. But yeah, there will be some times when I'll get a deck, the Kawaii Tarot. It's a blue box. That one, I thought I was going to love it, and for whatever reason, when I do readings with it, I just feel like I don't get that many good messages. Like, I don't know. I just feel more blocked, I guess. I don't know. It's just something about it. And I'm sure other people bought that deck and love it. It's super cute. But I just find myself hardly ever using it because I just don't, I don't know, I don't connect with it. I have been trying to buy more decks with people on it. So I bought the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot deck. Well, actually my brother got it for me for Christmas, but he accidentally ordered a knockoff deck, which I've done that before too on Amazon. Like, you have to be careful when you're scrolling and stuff. So I ended up ordering it for myself. I was like, don't worry about it, buddy. Me and my brother have a really big age gap. He's 11 years younger than me, so I still think, like, I know he's grown now, but I still think of him as a little kid. So anyway, I ordered that for myself, and then I got the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. But, I mean, can you ever have enough cat tarot decks? I don't think so. Look at her cheeks, they're so rosy. I mean, and even the little horse, it's just, it looks like a My Little Pony. Like the old school My Little Ponies, which I also prefer because that's what I grew up with. But also, they were cute and chunky. But yeah, look at the Four of Wands. Oh my gosh, so cute. And I really like the, I don't know how to, the tone, I guess, the tone of like yellows and blues that they use. Yeah, so cute. Eight of Wands. So yeah, it's, you can tell, like, it's exactly like the Rider-Waite. King of Wands. Ah, my Queen of Wands. I will say, I don't know why it was necessary to give the cat's hair. Like, if I was designing this deck, I would have left that off. But, I mean, I really like even the little lions down here. Look super cute. The only thing this is missing is she doesn't have her black cat, which is kind of, I always like to see the black cat with the Queen of Wands because it represents integration of the shadow and being aligned with your intuition. And so, yeah, I do wish that detail, that's very nitpicky of me, but I do wish that detail was included. She's my favorite queen, so of course I can be picky about her. Yeah, just adorable. It's always good too to do just a little flip through like this because I've had it before where I've been like missing a card. Like, you never know. That's a pretty Three of Swords. I really hope that, I feel like the camera's not picking up. I wonder if I do this. Can you, it's super vibrant. Like, I feel like the camera is not doing these cards justice, or my lighting sucks. My lighting really sucks. I want to get just a better filming station and a better filming setup in general. I'm not very technologically savvy, like, whatsoever. So that'll be a thing in the future, but I appreciate y'all like putting up with, I don't know, what I've thrown together here, because I know the lighting isn't always the best. Camera quality is probably not the best because I just use my iPhone. King of Swords, Queen of Swords. Super cute. Yeah, so this is the deck. If you guys want to see just more like casual deck flip throughs, or if you guys want to see a video where I put all my cat tarot decks together, let me know. I just love that so many of my subscribers also have cats and love cats. Like, it just makes me happy. But yeah, that's it. You're going to be seeing a lot of readings with this deck. I have a 3-day weekend, so I'm planning on filming a video each morning. I'm not filming one today other than this because I need a break. But yeah, January is going to be a little bit slim, and you might see more silent readings in January. You might see shorter readings in January. There are so many videos that I am just behind on, so many videos that I want to film. I've been kind of I've been overwhelming myself because it's just part of my personality to be like, I'm gonna do everything, and then I have to pull it back and be realistic with myself. So, you know, if you requested a video and I haven't made it, don't take that as a personal insult or anything like that. I've been sick. I've started a new job. I'm studying for my licensure exam. I'm just going through a very, there's a lot of good stuff happening in my life, but it's chaotic. And so it's just a lot to adjust to. And I'm a Leo. I'm fixed fire. I don't adjust well to change, whatsoever, even when it's positive. So yeah, I appreciate your patience. Eventually I'll get to all the videos that I want to film. And it's frustrating because I feel like an urge to film, you know, and I really hate not being able to film when I want to film. And I mean, I wish that I was making enough money to do this full time, but I'm just not. And that's okay. It's okay, but you know, it's kind of like the novel I've always wanted to write, you know, it's just trying to find the time, and then balancing it out with self-care and my daily responsibilities and taking care of Gracie and, you know, doing other things that I love, because I never want this to feel because I genuinely love to do this, and the coolest thing for me is that I get to practice my craft, you know, and like I said, I don't have anyone else in my life who knows tarot, who understands tarot. You know, if I do a reading for someone in my life, it's just as a favor to me, you know, that they let me practice on them. My best friend let me do a daily tarot reading for her for 2 years while I was practicing and learning, and I'm very grateful for that. But I mean, this just isn't a passion, you know, it's not an interest for anyone else that I know in my day-to-day life. And so to be able to share that with you all, and, you know, especially to get your feedback. And I know some of you pull your own cards, you know, I know a lot of you are very familiar with the tarot, and so it's extra special when someone who is familiar with tarot and someone who pulls their own cards tells you a reading resonated with them. It's the biggest compliment ever. I don't know why I went into that whole spiel with you all. But anyway, I don't want you all to be disappointed with the January lineup. There are a lot of videos in January, but I don't know. Some of them I do feel I was stressed when I was filming it, or I was feeling rushed when I was filming, or I don't know. It hasn't been the best of times for me. So I hope that by the time February comes, things have stabilized and, you know, I can kind of get back into my old workflow, because that's where I'm happiest. And this channel has really meant so much to me. It's been so good for my mental health, and it's been just a really cool experience. And it's still very wild to me. I think the Future Spouse's physical appearance video is currently my most popular, and that was a video that I didn't I don't know, and I sat down, I didn't have any expectation that it was gonna do really well. It was a topic suggested by a subscriber, And I was like, yeah, well, whatever, like, I'll film that. You know, like, I wasn't like, yeah, this is gonna be, you know, like, my best video. Like, I didn't have that idea at all in my head. And then to see it do so well, and it's still wild to me that that many people have at least heard my voice. Like, even if they clicked off after 30 seconds, like, the fact that that many people listened to me is, like, just crazy. Just crazy. I don't have any problem now with public speaking, but I used to be, like, painfully shy as a child. Like, I was horrified at the idea of talking in front of the class, raising my hand in class, anything like that. Just would not speak hardly to anybody. So especially in a group. And so, I don't know, it's just, if you're struggling with social anxiety, I tell you, exposure therapy at least worked for me. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just rambling now. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for y'all are like, I'm not clicking on another another tarot deck review from her. So yes, I highly recommend this. I love it so much. Yeah, I mean, I mean, you don't get a guidebook, but do you really need it? Because it is, like, really, I don't know, I don't read guidebooks, even for oracle decks, unless it's like Alana Fairchild or someone who does really good guidebooks, or the card is, like, super confusing or something. Yeah, I feel like you don't need it, because this is just straight up Rider-Waite, you know, and you can look up, you know, interpretations online. Honestly, if you're learning tarot, the very first thing that I did when I wanted to learn tarot, I was already watching a lot of videos just because I enjoyed them, and I still watch videos, but what I recommend doing, I did it on my iPad, but you can definitely, you know, go old school and get a notebook or just type it up. But I just sat and watched a video on YouTube that went through every single card, and I started with the major arcana, and then I worked my way, I think, to court cards, and then to the pip cards, or the minor arcana. I said pip cards, I don't typically like decks with pip cards, but those can be the minor arcana. And then I just started doing daily readings on myself, or just pulling a card and then looking it up. And then I started to practice on other people. But I think just to get the basics down and to get yourself familiarized, and you definitely want a deck that is either the Rider-Waite deck or is based on it, because that's going to open up the door for you to be able to easily utilize most tarot decks, because most tarot decks at least reference the Rider-Waite. And then you'll get to a point too where you also don't need the Roman numerals, because that kind of threw me off. Like, I didn't know all my Roman numerals, and so, you know, you can get decks also that just have the word. So that might be also something to look for if you're not good with Roman numerals and you think it's going to take you too long, or it's going to be too difficult with you learning tarot for the first time. Just look for decks that actually have, I think these use the Roman numerals. Yeah, these use Roman numerals. So that might be something to consider. I want to say the Modern Witch Tarot deck has numbers on it instead of Roman numerals. That deck is too thick though. The cardstock is so thick. Like, the cards are pretty and they seem nice quality, but if you have small hands, I'm telling you, you want a smaller deck, something that you can easily shuffle, and you want cards that are a little bit thinner. Like, I know they don't feel as nice, but in terms of, like, practicality when you're shuffling, I guess it depends upon how you shuffle, but if you're someone like me and you like to take jumpers, or maybe even just cards that flip, you want a smaller deck, thinner cardstock. Okay, this was a review. 10 out of 10, 100%. Recommend this deck. Take care, you guys, and I will see you in my next one.